actually.
Okay, so we are live. So good afternoon here from the UK and a very good morning from Canada. So today and in our pages. So for those who don't know me, let me start by introducing myself. I'm Dr. Susie Jacob. I am a medical doctor, a general practitioner to be exact here in the UK. And I live here in the UK with my husband, who's a chef by background, and my daughter, who is 15. And I'm also a very proud digital business owner and have been now doing the business for about 21 months. So today we have some special guests all the way from Canada, and it's Ash and Kirti, and I am. Hi Ash, hi Kirti, you're right.
Hi, Susie.
Yeah, good, good. So I will now hand over to them to introduce themselves to our audience.
Thank you so much. First of all, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever part of the globe that you're watching it from. And Susie, first of all, we
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for your invite. And honestly, it's a pleasure for us to be here.
Oh, pleasure's all mine.
Likewise. So again, hello, folks. My name is Aishwarya Sharma. Uh,
And my name is Kirti. I'm a former biochemist, currently a yoga instructor, and a proud digital business owner.
And again, me, Aishwarya Sharma. I am a professional mechanical engineer and currently, and also a project manager, currently working as a senior program manager, and obviously from India as well. And currently a proud digital business owner like Kirti. And at the same time, obviously,
Partner.
still working.
Yeah.
Partner, yes. Or I should say CEO, COO. So obviously, at the end of the day, CEO has to report to the CEO.
Well, the dynamics is same here also. My husband's
Indeed.
also. I started the business initially. My husband now joined last September. So yeah, so he joined into the business. He found how good it was.
Indeed.
And then he joined me in. So now we are doing it as a couple, but obviously, mostly I am the face. He's in the
Perfect.
background. He also supports me. One of the things what we do is actually advertising. So we do sometimes advertise together. He does a bit of videos and things like that. But I am probably the backbone.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, so fantastic, so lovely to know about your background. So I'm sure a lot of people ask me, as a doctor, why do you need to do this? And I'm sure they ask you the same thing. Or mechanical
Absolutely.
engineer, biochemist, why are you doing this? Why do you need to do this?
It's a very long story, actually.
Yep. Yep. We'll try to summarize it
So,
obviously without in the essence of saving some time as well.
when we started our journey in Canada, actually, it wasn't easy for us to,
Yeah.
yeah. When we came here, we struggle a lot. We did every odd jobs here to
Precisely.
get job to get a
Into our
good professional
professions.
field, and the
The start of the
journey
journey was
was not easy. What we did when we start our journey, uh,
started from retail
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 job.
jobs where you have to uh, clean the washrooms, do the dusting, do the mopping, do all of that. So basically went through all of that, and that's how both our journey
Yes,
started.
both, yeah. And when we get job in our field, we found that it's was not
As the
good. It's not
salary kept on
increasing.
increasing,
Yeah,
so was the tax.
tax. And we didn't have time for each other
Yeah.
because we have a different work slots, and we didn't have time for each other. We are missing our uh,
Family
different movements.
bonding. Yeah.
Yeah. At that time, we decide we have to find something new.
Yeah.
And yes, that ad was seen by
I saw
Ash.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Ash told me, you want to do
Check it
this
out.
business? Yeah.
Yeah.
First, I was, because I was a camera shy, social media shy.
Yes.
So I decided, okay, no, this business is not for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
But Ash told me that get rid from your comfort zone. Because if you put yourself in comfort zone, you will never ever grow in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And In that way, we started our journey as a digital entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's very, very inspiring, isn't it? The things that we do. I've been a doctor now for 20 years, and I remember starting off, and it wasn't easy. I used to work. One of my jobs in was A&E, and I did that for about 18 months. And I used to do 16 nights, 16, 1/6. And
Wow.
after that, you're in a daze. You don't
Yeah.
know. Your mind is not working.
Yeah.
And also when initially when Lewis came along, also he was working for Gordon Ramsay. So and
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
he was working for Gordon Ramsay. He worked for, I think, 2.5 years or something for Gordon Ramsay.
Wow.
So he used to, wow, nice to hear, and it's a good thing on a CV. It always even still talks,
Yes.
but it was anything between 14 to 16 hours,
That's that's
and for minimum wage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of course, things are completely different now.
of course.
No,
Of course.
things do change. Even for me, like even I was a junior doctor, did that many hours. Then I went into medicine. Then I decided medicine's not for me. General medicine was not for me. Retrained to be a GP, so it was a long journey for me also. And same thing. Lewis went up on the ladder, did different things, very, very, very hard. And in the end, he became a private chef, and things are different. But now, because of the business, he's quit his full-time job.
You
So
say that.
he's quit his full-time job. I've cut my hours from 5.5 days to 3.5 days now, and the rest of the time I do the business. Like today, just before this, as we were talking, I was training my team.
Yep.
So that's what I do, and I love
Exactly.
it. And and it's more tax efficient because I run this as a business. um, you know it's fantastic. Holidays, sometimes clothes, sometimes petrol, equipment, all are tax deductible, and it's absolutely amazing because I'm running this as a business.
You've
um,
hit a very great nerve
Yes.
about tax deductibles and getting the tax refund based on this.
yeah.
And Kirti and I were just chatting about this yesterday because we got a phone call from an accountant telling us what a tax refund for this year is going to be. And mind you, based on the salary scale that I am at, I would have had to pay back to the government of Canada, to Canada Revenue Agency. But now, thanks to a
Through our
digital
digital
business,
business.
what's the paycheck that we're going to get from Canada Revenue Agency?
Mm.
$10,000.
Yeah, yep.
Look at those fireworks go.
Absolutely, and the same thing, from doing the business and all. Last year, I have to say, we did quite well, and because of all the tax deductibles, and because we do it as separate, me and Luis does it separate. And obviously, get your tax, get an accountant, and we've got an
Oh,
accountant who
Yes,
does it.
absolutely.
absolutely.
So
Yes.
Yes.
follow the accountant. So how our taxes, we didn't have to actually. I for me, I had to pay very minimal. They have to pay Lewis back,
Of
and
course.
similar,
Oh,
Yeah.
like similar to yours also. Like
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, is like fantastic.
fantastic.
Till now, before doing the business, there have been months where I've been even taxed emergency tax up to £1,000 per month. Emergency on top of my usual tax. And there were times when I used to cry because £1,000 is a lot.
Yes.
That is quite a bit,
For
in fact.
some people it's their mortgage, some people it's their salary. And
Yes.
Yes.
and I used to cry because then they say, no, it's emergency, you have something went wrong with the other tax, so you have to pay back or something.
Yeah.
Now it's a different story. Either
That's
I pay very little or they pay us back.
exactly.
Is how we worked out the tax.
Indeed.
And and that's the part where you have to just talk to your accountant, and they will tell you the best way forward. We pay very minimal tax because it goes as shares for me. For Lewis's, it's about 7%, if at all, I have to pay, and things like that.
Yeah.
While in my work, I have to pay up to 45%.
Thank you. Same story.
Where's
Uh,
7%? Where's 7% and where's 45%?
eh,
Exact.
day and night. That's a
And
difference of day
and
and night.
I work. I'm paid for 8, but I work for 10.
Yes,
Usual story. The
of
I don't. I
course.
think we don't even. And this, how many hours a day do you work? 1 hour, 1.5 hours
Max.
max. Yeah,
Well, I
exactly.
mean, honestly speaking, the busier we get in our business, the more happy we are.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Like, I am more than happy to spend even 10 hours in a day on our business. Because
It's
why?
our business.
Exactly. We are not expendable in our own business. Whereas for our corporate organization that we work for, we're just a number. That's it.
Sometimes I had an unfortunate event in our workplace, not me personally. About 125 clinicians were made redundant 2 months ago. Now I'm one of the fortunate ones who weren't. But a couple of them I knew very well because they work in my other workplace also. So
Oh,
and they were both made redundant.
oh,
And no matter how much you work and how good you are, how good your feedbacks are, at the end of the day, the companies will do what is best for them
correct.
Company decides.
Absolutely.
because they have
Absolutely.
to tally their numbers, and there's no point taking it personally.
No, of course not.
There's no, like, now being a business owner, I can see that also.
Yeah.
Like when you're not a business owner and when you see that, it's like, I put my sweat into it.
Yeah.
How hard I work for
Yeah.
business, how much profit they got because of me, or the feedback they got because of me. But if the numbers don't tally, they have to tally the numbers, and sometimes they have to cut down the numbers for that.
Exactly. No doubt. It's a business decision. It's a numbers decision. It's a money decision. That's it.
Yeah.
It boils down to that.
I was just thinking, we are all so blessed because we have a backup plan,
Backup.
isn't it? That is the fantastic thing about this business, and that's what people don't realize. We have a backup plan, and we can scale this now. Why am I doing it slowly? Is because till when I started, I was doing 5.5 days, so I was so busy, and with that I was doing this. And when the profits came, I slowly am reducing. But when I reduce my hours at work, I'm going to scale my business. I'm already scaling my
Precisely.
business, and I
Yeah.
have a team also under me, so we are scaling the business anyway.
Agreed.
And yeah,
100%.
yeah, and that's fine. So the other thing, what usually usually they'll ask you, what is it that we do? Just for our audience sake, what is, when people ask you, what are there's all these people talking about online business, but what is it that we do?
Do you want me to answer that? Do you want to answer?
You can explain it better.
Okay, perfect, for sure. Thank you, first of all, Susie. Thank you for this question. The reason I'm saying that this is such a fantastic question is because sometimes there is a misconception with, well, okay, what is it that, like, are you selling in products? Are you doing some of that sort? Absolutely not. We are in a business of high ticket affiliate marketing. The key word is marketing, not selling. People do confuse it because there is a very thin gray line between sales and advertising and marketing. People tend to actually make them as the same. Absolutely not. Sales is completely different. Advertising and marketing is completely different. The skill that we teach, we are taught, and the skill that we focus on in our digital business is advertising and marketing
Marketing.
on social media platforms primarily. But at the same time, since you are honing on and refining on that particular skill, you do learn it as a wholesome skill, not just focused on online. Like, that's granted, it's a huge part, but at the same time, it's a skill that you can apply offline as well or in your warm market because you've learned the skill. So our business is about advertising and
Yeah,
marketing.
crux
It
of
is
the
not about
crux
selling
of
any
the business
product.
is advertising and marketing.
Although there are products in our business, no two ways about that. They are fantastic products. I mean, if I obviously if I start to talk about the products, I can go on and on and on. But they're that good. But the skill that we focus on is advertising and marketing. Why? Because that is why our business is online and global. If conventional businesses are moving online, why won't you? Simple question.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
This is exactly what we do in our business, and we have multiple affiliates in our business. We've got multiple income stream, not just one. Why do you need to go out and find somebody who pays you well when you've already gotten them selected, pre-selected in our business model?
We have a pre-built CRM system in
Exactly.
our system,
That helps us.
video-based training, which helps people like me who didn't know about any social media
Yeah.
platform when I started my journey as a digital entrepreneur.
The growth and the learning, obviously, that we both
Yeah.
have gone through in our digital entrepreneurship journey, monumental.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so because I did a few business related things before I jumped onto this business, and we have a complete blueprint.
Yeah.
Absolutely agreed.
Like, we don't need to look for the products, we don't need to look for the systems and everything. It's all there. Once you join our system, it's all there for you, and for a very, very nominal fee of 149.
Precisely.
Yeah, it's very nominal. And when I tell people, oh, why should I pay the 149, what we have to offer is like training in 6 different platforms. um,
Yep.
when I was doing property, I did Facebook advertisement. And because I didn't know how to do it, I got a mentor to help me learn how to do Facebook
Yep.
and about this was about 2 years ago. And
Mhm.
I paid £3,500 just to learn Facebook marketing.
Nice. Wow. Okay.
Yep. So where is 149 for 6 different platforms? And where's 3,500? This was 2 years ago. Obviously, I think it might be more now even. We don't know.
That's exactly. I was going to just said once more correct. It's 7.
Oh,
Yes.
Facebook, Insta, Google, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest.
wow. Wow, 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 wow. And yeah. So when I saw this platform, I was like, this is a gold mine. And because
Indeed.
obviously for me, I knew already the value. And that's just one thing. And then I have done other mentorship programs. I've done under, like, I did Tony Robbins and Dean
Ah,
Graziosi's
okay.
programs and
Very
all.
good.
The 3 months thing and all. And you pay thousands for that. Yeah. But
Oh,
it's only for
indeed.
3 months. And because, I was not there one to one. One to one is about £150,000, US dollars and things like that, isn't it?
Yes.
So we did the group once and things like that. It's not like you can directly, you can obviously post questions and things like that and you have the weekly masterminds, but that's only for 3 months.
Exactly.
This is lifelong, a coach and a mentor
Mentorship.
and a community, now currently more than 200,000 members. And
Globally.
you can get in touch with anyone, like how I got in touch with you.
Precisely.
Anywhere
This
in
is
the world.
exactly it.
Like, and you had a question last week and you asked, Susie, can you help me?
Yes.
I was like, absolutely.
Happy to help.
You just took the phone, asked me, we had a conversation for half an hour. That's it.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world. And if you have a question, there'll be somebody else in the other side of the world to just we'll be and we are a community of givers, because the community has blessed us so much.
Yep.
We give back. And
Exactly.
that's what's precisely we're doing. We are coming here week in, week out, telling our audience about what we do, because we have been blessed. And we don't want to be those people who keep this inside. We want to share this to the world.
Of course.
And that's why we are here.
Yes.
Couldn't agree more with you. Yes.
And the other thing, that is just the tip of the iceberg. Then our, automated system, the email campaigning, the drip campaign, the funnel, the website. When I was looking for a website just for my thing, if it's like an ordinary one, it's about £350. Again, all included in the 149.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want a dynamic one and things like that, it can go up to £1,000 and all, like here for websites and all. And then the funnel, and then the campaign. So to maintain that kind of structure, I did a bit of studying. It takes about £21,000 a year. We don't need to pay that because there's no like a monthly membership fee or anything in our business. So tell me, is there any other business? I have done a few mentorship courses, including property, several. And I paid, some courses I've paid up to £16,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually study, and that was for a year or whatever,
Yep.
and that's only for a year. Can you imagine, just for a year, and I've paid that much and all. And this, I can vouch that there's no other community out there like as generous as our leaders and our community.
Hands down agreed with you. Because likewise, like you mentioned, we actually did some
Recently
research as
studied.
well. We reached out to a few YouTube experts.
YouTube expert, and we found out that YouTube expert gives this training 15,000
USD,
USD for
three
3 months
months.
only.
3 months, that's
Yep.
what I'm saying.
Yep. And Susie, the 21,000 pounds that you mentioned for the, building the funnel and so on and so forth, I'm going to add more layers to that, because obviously that's the
Please
front
do,
end
please
part.
do.
That's the front end part.
Yeah.
Obviously, being from, working in an IT field, although I'm a professional mechanical engineer, working in our IT field for almost close to a decade, saving all of this information, building servers on the back end, making sure that you have a CRM system, lead management system being taken care for you. The overall cost that you probably will have to invest in before you, or to even start with this sort of a structure, is no less than $50,000.
There you go. That's something new for me, because you know the back end. You're talking about the back end. I'm just talking about just the structure. So yeah, see, so, and where is it? And of course, there is obviously, like any other business, there is a startup cost. Um, and that is a given. But when my husband and I we were thinking about, he's a chef, so we were thinking at some point 7 years ago to do like a takeaway thing, and just to get the lease and the place with minimal inventory, this is without gas, electric, or the labor, was 21,000 pounds. And this is just a takeaway where two people can just stand and there's a kitchen behind. That's it.
Yeah.
To just collect things, not even like a restaurant.
Sort of a cloud kitchen.
Yeah. So for that, and this was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And we can start this business with not even a third of the money we've mentioned.
Precisely.
Not even third, or even less. Maybe, you could even start with less than that also.
Couldn't agree more with you.
And this business has a potential of 5, 6, 7 figures in a month. And I've also, I'm sure you've also earned 5 figures a month in this business, because and that's the beauty about this business. I have not earned as a general practitioner 5 figures in a month.
Agreed. I am with you on the same page. Yes, my salary is very lucrative, but yes, I don't do 5 figures a month. No.
Yeah. We don't. And this business, we do.
Of course. Susie, thanks to this business, we both are real estate investors now. We've
Brilliant.
got multiple properties in our city. And this is all, obviously, we couldn't have done this based on our salaries.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Because obviously you pay the taxes to the government first, and by the time it all ends up coming into your account, it's good for us to sustain a good lifestyle, but nothing more than that.
Actually, this business changed our whole perspective towards life.
Yes.
We grew a lot when we started our journey.
Yep.
Absolutely.
This book rack that you're looking at.
I know, readers. Yeah. I have to say, one of the things I do, I am a general practitioner, hands-on clinician. I also do a bit of management. And I've been doing now management for 5 years. Like I was doing a lot more. I've now, thanks to the business again, I do only half a day once a week of management, because management is more of a headache.
Yes. So tell me about it.
That considerably. I still do a bit of management, but very minimal now.
That's my life all day.
And I remember, when I started 21 months, we sometimes have to do meetings and all that kind of host meetings and all.
Yep.
I remember once I had to do a presentation for 800 people on Zoom and things like that. I was panting up and down the, house, and it was something I could do from home, but panting up and down. My husband, like, you can do it. Going to the toilet, coming back, and because now I've started this business, similar things are like nothing for me. I do it all the
Exactly.
time with no anxiety, nothing, because this business has helped me grow as a person.
Yes.
I remember when the pandemic was there, I had to do some teaching for medical students. And I didn't know how to do a video recording, and I still remember I did the video, and I said I wanted to edit it, had no idea.
Yeah.
At that time, it was some iMovie, and I was like, couldn't make sense. And my daughter said, "Give that to me," and she had to edit that for me. And this was 2020 and
Mm-hmm.
early 2021. And now, video editing, it takes me 2 minutes.
Couple of minutes. Yeah.
I'm that fast, and I do it on
Yeah.
CapCut, and it's that quick. So these are skills, and what I'm
Yes.
trying to say is it's transferable.
Of course.
It's all transferable because now I have a team under me, and I'm a leader, and I'm a leader that way also. I'm managing a team. So again, when you're a manager in your workplace, transferable.
Exactly.
Yes.
And because you are, and this our program offers you all these techniques, mindset, leadership skills, all for free once you're in it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even now going for any of those because I remember a time spending money to do all these management courses, leadership courses. Now I don't because I get more out from my business doing. Why should I go elsewhere to learn about management and leadership and all those techniques when it's all there?
Biggest lessons come from real life experience, and that's what you're getting.
Yeah, and plus we have the teaching, we have the training
Yes.
and the teaching every week
Yeah.
about some,
Must
and
learn.
and our training is up to date. When something new happens, somebody in the community comes and talks about it, and we all learn.
Absolutely
Absolutely.
agreed.
Yeah, like I before this business, I was not at all tech savvy, and now even in my workplace, I remember we were changing a system in our workplace, and uh, the engineer came. Before the engineer came, I sorted out my system.
Nice.
And the engineer was like, "Doc, you want?" I said, "Oh, just can you check whether I've done the right thing?" "Oh, yeah, you've done it." And all the other doctors were like, "Okay, what should I do next? Am I?" And here, before I didn't have the patience to wait for the engineer. I kind of sorted out
Yeah.
in
Exactly.
the word, and we had to connect some things and all that. And that's what it is. It's all transferable. I couldn't imagine this 4 years ago.
Yes.
I would be
You're right.
waiting, twiddling my thumbs, then feeling stressed that I'm not seeing patients because I'm stuck in some IT issue. Not that I'm saying I can solve all IT issues, but what I'm saying is the basic ones.
Basics.
Like when everyone else was waiting for the IT person, I could kind of figured it out. Basically,
You could help yourself.
I could
Exactly.
help myself.
Yep.
By no means I'm an IT person. Don't get
No,
me
no,
wrong.
of course. I mean,
The basics. What I'm saying is
couldn't
so
agree more. Couldn't agree
it's
more.
so this business has not changed just the trajectory of my financial trajectory, but my personal
Right.
life. We spent last year, we went on 5 holidays, five, even
Wow.
including abroad, even including
Nice.
abroad. And all is tax deductible, by the
Oh,
way. Everything
precisely.
fantastic. Tax. My accountant says, as I said, I'm actually going on holiday, but I did a bit. As long as you do any single thing to do with business, which I did,
It's a business
yeah,
trip.
it's a business trip.
Yeah.
And it's been fantastic. So when I was working full time as a doctor, I haven't gone for 5 holidays a year.
Oh, of course not. Absolutely. I cannot imagine you going for 5 holidays, especially being a doctor.
No, I
And that
can't.
through passing through COVID and all. Of
Yeah.
course not.
No, I couldn't afford it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, bang on.
I couldn't
Exactly.
afford going. Once a year was like a treat. If
Yeah.
it,
Twice a year probably would have been Christmas, twice a year.
oh, this time Christmas, I gave a surprise visit to my father on his 75th birthday, and he's like, "What are you doing there?" I felt like seeing my father on his 75th birthday, and
Of
this was
course you can.
yeah. And I told my husband, "You look after my daughter. I am just going to go." And went there, gave him a surprise, knocked at the door. "Hi, Dad."
Oh my God. The look on his face, the look of surprise on his face would have been
Well, there
priceless.
was a video on him because those are like precious
The
moments.
Beautiful
moments you need to
moments.
capture.
I can say that no money in the world, compare to what I experienced with my father that time.
Of course. Of course.
You can't put a
Those, yeah,
price to it. You can't.
Very
you can.
priceless moments.
Yeah.
You just can't put a price to it. Yeah, and it had a lot of views in Facebook, I should say.
Yeah. No, no, of course. It's bound to. I mean, anything that comes out of the heart. always has a
Yeah,
good
yeah, yeah,
reception.
yeah. So it was amazing, and that's what, and then yeah, and it's changed every aspect, and that's why we are sharing all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
And absolutely. So I think we've talked quite a bit. When we talk about what we love, it just goes on and on and on,
The
isn't it?
conversation is very organic, and
Yeah.
so is the flow. So
Yeah.
obviously, I mean, time.
Time is, and
Doesn't.
it looks like we've been 30 minutes now. So I think we can wind this up now. So is there any last words that you'd like to share, Kirti or Ash?
Explore this business. This
Yeah,
business changed my life. This business changed my whole perspective,
towards life.
life, my personal development, everything, even financial position also.
Financial benefits are an end product. They're a
Yeah.
byproduct. They are not something to focus on. You focus on your own investment. You are your own biggest investment. That's what you do in this business. When you're learning new skills, you're investing in yourself. Financial results are bound to
Bound to be
follow.
followed. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I
That's
couldn't,
that's the
I
last.
couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more. It's absolutely so. So, if anyone wants to, whoever's watching Ash later or myself, just reach out to us. Reach out to us and just find.
Absolutely.
It doesn't cost you anything to actually check it out, and there's a 30-day money back guarantee also. And then at least you give your opportunity to see whether this is for you.
For you or not, yes.
Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you, but at least if it's not for you, you have looked into the opportunity and then this made a informed decision.
Well, you
But
won't until you try.
yeah, exactly. But then we are people whose lives have been changed because of this business. So, and you can be from any profession,
Background,
any
profession,
background,
country. Yeah,
any country. We've got people from every race basically
yeah.
doing this business. So you can be from anywhere and you can be successful because we have the tools and the resources to make you a success.
Amen to that.
Great. Thank you once again, Kirti and Ash. It was lovely
Thank you.
having
Thank
Thank
a
you.
you.
nice chat.
Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, I think I'll call you back again because I really loved chatting with you.
Oh, the pleasure is mutual, definitely. And we would love
Love.
to come
Yeah.
again and, obviously spend this fun time with you.
Absolutely. Anyway, have a happy weekend and God
Thank
bless.
you. Thank you
Thank
so much,
you. Thank
Susie.
you.
And to
Same
all the
to
viewers
you
as
as well.
well, a
Thank
happy
you, everyone.
weekend.
Okay. Bye bye now.
Okay,
Bye.
guys. Bye.